Stroll ahead. Second place, you're in second place. Stroll is ahead of you. Okay, Russell's behind you now. Look after these tyres now. We want to finish the race on this compound.
Then a fantastic British Grand Prix, and I can see the drivers starting for the victory. Some amazing talent out on the track today, but Anthony, who would you pick as your driver of the day?
There's a few...
Welcome to Silverstone. This ground here is... So with the race not far away from starting, here's what today's grid rundown looks like. George Russell will begin today's event in pole position, with Lance Stroll alongside. Looking at the rest of today's grid, we have Sainz, Perez, Fernando Alonso, Norris, Hamilton, Leclerc, Oscar Piastri, Verstappen, Hülkenberg, Albon, Magnussen, Sargent, Ocon, Gasly, Bottas, Joe, Ricciardo, and Yuki Tsunoda. It's almost time for the lights to go out, so let's head down to the track where preparations are underway. And joining me once again in the commentary box today is, of course, former World Endurance Champion Anthony Davidson. Should we kick off our conversation with George Russell?
Well, it was a really impressive lap in qualifying to get pole position, but are they going to be able to hold on to the lead into the first corner with so many quick starters around them? Besides that, of course, any kind of turn one incident could completely turn the race on its head. Let's keep our fingers crossed everyone can get through in one piece.
P10, you're currently in P10. Piastri ahead. That's Hulkenberg behind. Pit strategy complete. See these tyres through to the end now. Okay, just 5 laps until the end. Okay, just 5 laps until the end. So weather shouldn't play a factor today. We're expecting it to remain dry all the way through. Okay, dry seem like the best tyre for now. Okay, copy that. Modern F1 cars keeping up with the development race is vital for continued success in Formula One, but resources are limited, so choose carefully where you allocate them. Throughout your career, you'll earn resource. The multifunction display, or MFD, is a vital tool to give drivers control over their cars and make important information visible.
Well, they've done a brilliant job, I must say, under some intense pressure to take a well-earned victory here at the British Grand Prix. And look at that, they're making the... Let's focus on the driver of the day, Anthony Davidson. Who do you pick?
I think for driver of the day, I'd probably pick Lando.
The car settings screen on your multifunction display will allow you to change various settings as you drive. Open the display with the MFD button and you can then navigate up and down to the setting you want to change. You're leading the pack, that's P1. The Sergeant behind. They're currently 6th. We don't currently have the data for that request. We have no rival at this time. Okay, you sat in P2. Understood, copy that.
It's time to remind ourselves of our top three, who are Ricciardo, Hülkenberg and George Russell. What an incredible practice.
Right, the car's ready. Let's get it out there. You're leading the pack, that's P1. We don't have the data for that, I'm afraid. Sargent's behind you. They're currently 6th. Sorry, we can't provide you with that information right now. Haven't declared arrival yet, so I can't give you updates. So our fastest lap is a 1:40.2. We're 18th in the speed trap, 189.7 miles per hour. Everyone ready? Okay, let's go. Magnussen's behind you. Right, their best lap time is a 1:40.5. Let's focus on the race right now, we can worry about that later. Albon just ahead, push for that position. Okay, so their best lap time is a 1:37.7. Confirmed, we'll receive you at the end of this lap. Here's a quick position rundown for you. The top 5 are Sainz, Russell, Stroll, Piastri and Leclerc. Okay, so as for the cars around us, just ahead are Leclerc, Ricciardo and Albon. And we're in front of Magnussen, Hamilton and Ocon. The fastest lap at this point in time is a 1:35.1. We don't currently have the data for that request. Albon ahead. Okay, their best lap time so far is a 1:37.7. Currently, the fastest lap is a 1:35.1. We don't have the data for that, I'm afraid. They're in 12th, so their best lap time is a 1:45.2. They're in 12th. Right, their best lap time is a 1:45.2. Okay, our best lap so far is a 1:40.2.
Welcome along everyone to Silverstone. Britain has returned the highest number of F1 World Champions of any country that's taken part in this glorious sport. We take our racing very seriously here, as you can tell here today, at the British Grand Prix. The 3.6-mile-long Silverstone circuit is one of the longest of the season, with 18 corners in the current layout. With average lap speeds reaching around 145 miles per hour, it's also one of the quickest tracks of the year. Watch out for cars taking the right-handers of Abbey and of Copse flat out. Let's run you through the driver grid order for today's exciting race. Lewis Hamilton lines up on pole position, and it's Pierre Gasly in P2. And I'm delighted, as always, to introduce Anthony Davidson, who'll be taking you through all the action alongside me today. Now, I want to ask you about Lewis Hamilton.
Well, it was a really impressive lap in qualifying to get pole position, but are they going to be able to hold on to the lead into the first corner with so many quick starters around them? So we're in for an exciting start then, I'm sure. And then they'll also...
We've got more than 50 laps of fuel remaining.